Well, it's been an interesting day today. What is up, one and all? I'm back. I wasn't sure if we were going to make it. We made it. Oh, God. I know I don't want to move much today. Lasered in the nuts. Not your usual Tuesday, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure I brag a more interesting Tuesday than anyone else in this directory with that. I wasn't sure I was going to feel, actually. That's why I warned yesterday that we might not stream because of the operation. But gotta get to it. Can't take breaks. Like, no. Like, literally just had an operation and we're just like, well, you know what? I'm not, like, unconscious. I think we just go next. Must be nice in the UK. In the US, we just use a butcher knife. I don't think that was a doctor that you saw. I'm pretty sure it's not a doctor you saw. Operation vasectomy. Yeah, I guess that's the technical term. I prefer lasered in the nuts. It's got more of a ring to it. I was pretty chill about it until last night after I'd done a bunch of influencer work. And then I was like, am I allowed to eat and drink before the op? I wasn't sure. So I went Googling and then I went down the rabbit hole. That was not fun. About like getting injected there. The incisions. I think one person said that one of those swelled up like a Coke can. So far, fingers crossed it stays that way. All Gucci, right? But the part that really stuck to me was the amount of people who made a comment. I think it was, be prepared. Be prepared for it to smell like burnt pork. That was the... I mean, I don't know if that's what a burnt pork smells like, but yes, there is something very odd about smelling yourself burning, you know? Like, thank God in a controlled environment, but it is a very polarizing and unique feeling. I'm not sure, like, how I'm meant to feel about it. It wasn't as, like, gross of a smell as I was, like, expecting based on some people's responses. We also had this wonderful lady who was there to just basically small talk me, right? And it's like, we're just talking about injections and things like that for the kids and etc. And my brain's like, you think you're distracting me, but you're not. I can feel him rummaging around down there. Like, you know what? We'll just have the conversation. But the funniest part, right, is like every once in a while, she looked down and I was so tempted to go, hey, eyes up here, okay? I'm a human being, not an object. I don't know why I didn't in the moment. That would have actually been the perfect time to use that saying. I'll probably never get to use that again in my life. What's up, Nono? Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Appreciate it, mate. But yeah. So I was like, oh, that maybe I'll be rested up. But like so far, not too bad. We got home. We just holding an ice pack on it. And I'm just like, you know what? I think we can stream. So here we are. Literally, we just had the procedure 3 hours ago, I think it was. And we're just slam dunking it. Actually, less than 3 hours, I think. And we're just slam dunking it into doing this stream today. Weird experience. What I'll say of it is like, the worst part was definitely the injection. I don't know if anyone else gets this with like injections in general. I feel like this is a common thing when you're getting like anesthetics or whatever. I don't know if it's because you become more conscious, but the first injection didn't really hurt. The second one hurt a lot, like a decent amount rather. And then third and fourth was fine. But like, I don't know. And I'm going to say, has anyone had this in general? Because I don't think it's just in relation to nuts. Like, I think I remember having this in general when I have like something done with my mouth. It's like the first injection you don't really process. It's almost like your body switches on after the first prick. And then the second one is like, ooh. I don't know why. It's a very weird phenomenon that I've noticed. Maybe it's just something unique about me. But yeah. It's I'd say so far, my opinions on the procedure is it's like it was pretty reasonable. What I will say is there was a very weird, the only way I can describe it is like a numbing, hollowing pain, which is probably fitting considering they're literally burning into you. That's what they're doing. Like that's what it is. It's a laser. So it's like, I think it's called it's like an automatically not automatic but like the whole concept is like the wound cauterizes itself the most. But they are literally searing off something of you. I'm less of a man. But like the weird thing I'll say about it is like the best way I could describe it to you is it's almost like a tummy ache in your testicles, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I don't think most people talk about this, but I'm pretty transparent. Like I don't know if you reach a point in life where you need a vasectomy, it wasn't It wasn't that big of like a hoo-ha. It's more the thought of things happening down there that is the grimacing part. But like hearing tales of like some people screaming after coming out, I'm like, brother, what's your problem? The only weird thing is I remember the best thing is I remember getting up from the table, and I don't think it was necessary, but I'm still doing it. I'm feeling this overwhelming necessity to waddle like a penguin. So yeah, pretty quick procedure though. I think we were like in and out in 20 or 30 minutes. And yeah, that's the family jewels are now locked up, guys. Like they are imprisoned. They cannot be reached. They are safe. I'm stopping at Ezra and Freya. I love my 2 kids. They're glorious. We don't need a third. But yeah, hopefully no like problems. I think the weirdest one is like they have to list it, right? But there is like technically a very, very small chance your testicle like just dying or whatever. Like insanely small. Because it's basically like the whole idea is if there's hemorrhaging or whatever, like you should be able to resolve it before then. But you know, no. Like it's how to put this. It's like, you know, when you read through procedures and it has the most dark and grimacing thing in there, be like, that's not going to happen. You know? Like when it lists death at the bottom, it's like, oh yeah, the amount of loopholes you'd have to jump through to arrive at death. It's like, it's always still weird when they put it on there. I get why they have to. It's like, are you trying to just scare me away from the procedure, man? Like, what's going on here? But yeah, vasectomies, guys. If you got your kids you need, go for it. Hello, Mr. No More Kids. That's right. Although I don't know why I done it. I mean, like, what's the 2 sex life killers? Marriage and kids. You got one of those? Probably not using a junk anyway. On top of that, I'm a gamer. I've got so many hours gaming and casting. I ain't got time for a relationship. I've only got time to eat. The commitment I give to you, my little online kiddos. Oh dear. Didn't tell my mum knew about it. Because we had to organize someone to get me there and back. Because I don't drive anyway. I don't think it's a good idea to go on a bumpy train and bus. Like a shout out to my brother-in-law who took me. Like, he was so wonderful about it. He's like, let me check the route on the way home to make sure there's no speed bumps. And he even says, like, if your sister was driving you, she'd probably find the bumpiest road. I was like, I know she would, which is why I wouldn't have accepted a ride from her. So thank you. My favorite part, actually, now that I think about it, the best part of, like, talk was with one of the nurses saying, and now make sure you don't go to, like, the local Tesco's, which is a shop or anything like that, right? Like, make sure you just go straight home, cold compress on it, lay down all day. I listened to 2 of the 3 components given there, but I just like this idea that there's just someone who's like, you know, they've just smelt themselves burning and they're like, man, I'm hungry. Let's go to Mackie D's. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, I think the boyos are getting set up now anyway. Like, it's the thing is, there are people like that. Like, I read one story about a guy who he had it done and then he realized he wasn't in pain or anything, so he went home. He started cleaning the house, and then he put things like away. He was doing everything right. Like he was lifting heavy things, and then it got to the evening, and he just had this oh no moment where like the pain hit him so hard because he just kind of got cocky. Me, I'm not gonna get cocky. I'm like, Emma, both of our children, you can pick them up, you can hold them. I am in particular staying away from Freya, who will be obsessed with jumping on me because she always is. Like, I'm actually worried when she gets home. I'm probably going to have to lock the door to my garage to keep her away. Because you guys know what she does. She jumps up on my lap. No, we're not doing that. It's not allowed. You might be up for one of those once your second is born in December this year. I mean, I'll keep you updated. You can feel free to ask questions as we goes, but fine. For the time being, I'm fine. And how's it going, Johan? It's been a while, bud. Yeah, Johan's like, dude, like, Laser? Has he been playing Stellaris? Do another sperm count before getting wild? Oh yeah, it was kind of interesting talking to like a middle-aged nurse about it. And it's like, so like, how like so 30 ejaculations by this date when we do the test sort of thing. Trying to be very official, not going jerking off or anything. You must aim to have ejaculated at least 30 times before you have like the test. My brother-in-law is insane. He's had it done. He went, yeah, I never even sent off the test. And he's got 4 kids. I'm like, are you okay? That's a dangerous game. That's playing roulette with your testicles, really. Oh, man. Shaving is different than landscaping, right? You can just trim instead of shave? Yeah. Or, like, some people said that you don't need to, though, shave yourself. Like, I didn't get offered that. But yeah, because, like, you're talking about it being a laser, right? So, as long as you aren't... As long as you aren't the full forest, right? Like, as long as it doesn't look like a moment out of Jumanji where they're looking for the Reeves, where the doctor just goes down and goes like this, you should be fine. It's probably the most interesting way someone's ever heard the junk described. If you do happen to be at the point where someone going down on you would have to go like this, I don't know what's happened. I'm sorry, but biology hasn't been kind to you. At that point, you're like Dr. Egg from Sonic, just not on the face. It's a bit concerning. Shaving's hard down there? Like, dude, like, are you using like a proper... No. Why? I like to live dangerously, he says as he gets that old school belt out and sharpens the blade. Jesus. Your wife wants you to get one now? Convince me. You should, first of all, get a contract and have her write up and stipulate how much booba you get in return for it. Make sure you negotiate the terms you are looking for. Now, you won't always be happy coming out of any negotiation in life, but the idea is to make sure that you're both not necessarily satisfied, but not upset. So, you're looking for the middle ground of contentness. Best chat ever on AoE4? What can I say? Like, we just deliver. I mean, I tell you what, I'm not going to have to deliver anymore. Babies! Ayo! Oh, God, I need to stop. You know what the funny part is? I'm probably going to tell my guy to, like, go clip the VOD and just listen to a video. Maybe we'll make, like, a second YouTube channel. I don't know if this really fits in with the Age of Empires 4 content on the primary, you know? Might be a little bit of a stretch. Which is something I'm not going to be doing right now. I'm super, like, paranoid. It's probably fine. But when you hear about things like, what was it, hematomas? Like, no. No. I think I will resist a freaking hematoma. I'm going to be as lazy as I can be. I see that while I've just basically, like, turned on a stream, so maybe it doesn't fit. You know, like, I would be like, I'm going to make a tier list today, or, like, playing some ladder, or whatever else. Lame. When are you going to tell us about your vasectomy? You get all the interesting content. I'm curious. When Marine Lord broke his ankle, did he actually like properly go over it on stream? I don't know, because it probably would have been French. We went over it fully, dude. I love the idea of doing more kind of just chatting content. It's fun. This prime YouTube material, bro. Like, we need is the silhouette of us very clearly dangling testicles and a giant laser, and then my face being right. That is the image right there. All right, like, hey, I'm literally typing it out to my editor now. Start of stream is me talking about getting my testicles lasered. Might make a good vid to pull from VOD. Why not? There'll be huge testes later. Like, why? Why would you say that? You don't even, like, so you don't even have any indicative, like, way of proving that.